Hey traders, John Howell here. Hope you guys are doing well. Going to get straight into today's video. Going to have a quick look at the market updates on the markets, and we'll also have a also talk to you guys about some things that's going to help you move forward in the markets. Let's go straight into it, guys. Do not place a trade based on what you're seeing in this video. This video is not providing financial advice. It is providing education, and you just trade whatever you want to trade. But this is just to help you understand what's happening in the markets right now. Let's get straight into it now. Dow Jones, and also, as you can see, like last week, I was saying that this could be a potential head and shoulder. Wait for the crack down. If it does confirm, then we should see the market go down. Not only did it not go down, but it actually ran up, made this top, ran up, made this bottom, ran up, made this top, and as soon as it made this top, and you see it paused through there, just paused and paused and paused and paused through there, that told me, or that said to me, we're getting ready for a nice move to the high side, and I have a projection target of up here of say the 2,900. So I think we're going to have another move up tomorrow. Now the S&P did the exact same thing, but it already hit its target. Once again, guys, what ended up happening, it actually had this high through here. And as you can see, I've got this target projection and I ran straight to it today. Ran up, slightly up, up, up and up. And then had a nice up bar today, really nice up bar today. And ran straight to the overall target. Now, and Nasdaq's doing pretty much. Nasdaq is pretty much just still hovering along through there, just really nicely running up through there. So really getting a nice upward trend in the markets right now. There is no sign of a crash, and there's no sign of markets going down and stuff like that, and bear markets. So just be careful what you do. Now, looking at the gold market right now, guys, gold markets is pretty much just not doing nothing, as you can see on my charts right now. It's actually the live market. So pretty much, again, just sideways, very ugly, congested, 1 minute up, 1 minute down. We need a good breakout out of this. The silver market, though, the silver market is really interesting because we're getting some weakness on this downside, really rolling over. So with that being said, guys, the one thing that you want to make sure with silver and gold is obviously if you're looking at long-term investing, you look at long-term investing. If you're looking to get in and trade it on a day-by-day basis or a week-by-week basis, make sure that you wait until you have a really good trading setup. All right, make good trading setup there. So there's not really much to talk about there when it comes to the markets, guys. It's just a run up through there, just a nice move up. It had, as you can see, as I said before, but even look at this. This was my projection line that I thought that the market would get to, and it ran to straight there today. So I'm not sure what's going to happen after this, guys, but you know, just don't fight this trend. I was looking for a short signal before, but it just did not happen. Now, let's get straight into today's. Let's get straight into today's video, let's get straight into something I want to talk to you guys about, and that is one of the biggest things that actually stops you from moving forward in the markets is the need to be right. The need to be right. And my mentor said most people would rather be right than rich. And what he meant by that, especially when it comes to the markets or anything, right? They want to be 100% certain that this is going to work out for them. 100% certain that this is going to work out for them. Now, we all know, right? We all know that when we get into a trading system, we get into a trading plan, we all know that every single trade has a success, every single trading system has a success rate. So when we actually have when every single trading system has a success rate, we know that, you know, say 70% of the time the system's going to be making money, and 30% of the time you're going to be making a donation to the markets. That's just the numbers, right? But every single trade you take has a random outcome, but it's built in with the probability of an outcome. And what that means is that you have a trading system that works, yes, or if you do, good. If you don't, that's where you need to start. But every single trade you take, you don't know what that outcome is going to be. But you know, on average, if you took, say, 20 trades, you say, okay, over 20 trades, I've had 70% success rate. Average loss this, average profit this, right? That's how you see a success rate. But one thing I see time and time again that actually stops traders from moving forward is this need to be right. And when they actually trade in the markets, they may have a really good trading system that works. And they know it works 70% of the time, but because they're trying to be right on every single given one trade, they're trying to be right. They overanalyze. They overanalyze the trading system. They overanalyze trading rules, and they add so many layers. They add all these thoughts and opinions and all that sort of stuff that actually stops them from getting in. And from that, they get into what was a black and white trade for a good trading setup they don't get into that. And I've done this before too, guys, many a time. So I'm not saying you guys, but many a times I've done this as well too. But what ends up happening is that you might have a really, like we talk about a trade, it meets the rules 100% of the time, 100%, right? 100%. But for some reason, there's something there, like maybe a resistance or support or something like that there, that actually says, you know what, it's not 100% of the trades, 100% meet the rules. You say, you know what, I'm not too quite sure about this one because of this and this and this, right? So you start to add your opinion into it. You start to add all these things, and so therefore you don't take that trade only because you're trying to be right. You know what I mean? You're trying to be right on every single given one trade. And and what ends up happening to majority of the trades that you don't take that met the rules 100% of the time, but you kept yourself out because some story or some reason that kept you out of that trade, but you knew you should have been in that trade. What ends up happening? It makes a what? It makes a profit, but not only that, but it makes a big profit. I know myself, and many times this year, there's been a handful of trades that I've seen this year when taking the trades, that what ended up happening was I just didn't take the trade because of that same thing, right? Because of me saying everything was really good, but you know what? I'm not too quite sure about this support or resistance level. But the whole setup was there. Everything was there, ready to go for me, but I didn't take it. Guess what? The trades that didn't work out, they only had a small loss. The trades that did work out, very next day, we're talking like 100+% return on the next day on the option trade, right? So even if you just had a handful of those trades, over a couple month period, you get what I'm trying to say, right? So, but what ends up happening is people actually what ends up happening is because these trades that you don't take, you now start to skewer the results. And now instead of you having a 70% win-loss ratio, because you didn't take those 3 or 4 trades that you should have taken, and majority of those trades worked out, now you only have a 50% win-loss ratio in your actual real trading, because you just didn't do your job and you just didn't stick at it. So what I want to teach you guys in this video here is that a need to be right. People would rather be right than rich. And once again, guys, the whole thing about that is that once you have a good trading system that you believe in, just take every trade and not get involved with it, and let the market do what it's going to do. You know what I mean? And just manage that trade properly. So there's those two sides of the coin. One, don't stop trying to be right in every trade. There's no such thing as 100% probability, and you know that, right? So go into the trade saying, this has a random outcome, this trade. I don't know what this is going to be, but my job is just to take this trade. That's what my job is, and not to get involved with this here. It's the plan. It's the plan. It's 100% there. I have to take the trade. Makes sense? So that's what ends up happening when you actually get into the market. And then obviously after that, now you need to have good trade management to manage that trade as well too. So I hope this helps you out, guys. I hope this, hope this helps you out with the overall trading. If you're struggling with your trading right now, there's a few things that I recommend you guys doing. The very first thing here is get it get a system that you 100% believe in. Okay, so. And that system, remember guys, making money is not about making one trade. I had a guy email me yesterday saying, hey Johnny boy, what do you think about this setup? I think this is a great setup. I'm looking to get into this trade. And my response to him was, well, due to the fact that you actually have to ask me whether you should get into that trade, tells me that you shouldn't be taking that trade. And secondly, it's not about that one trade that makes you a successful trader. Stop focusing on this one trade making money, because that's not how trading is done. The bigger picture is always at play. So focus on the bigger picture and do your work every single day, and things will start to work out for you. Things will start to move forward for you. Make sense? But your job to just stick to it's your job just to come and turn up every single day and just to make things happen. So one, get a trading system that you know that works. 2, make sure that you have the rules set in place. Well, obviously rules when it comes to the system. But 2, stop trying to be right. And just every single trade you see that comes along that meets your rules, that you know that's going to work 70% of the time, just your job is not to interfere with that. Your opinions, your thoughts, your anything else is it's just none of your bit. It's just it does not involve with the markets. And stop trying to make money every single trade, because by you trying to make money every single trade, you're actually stopping yourself from making money overall. So stop trying to be right and then get better. And then obviously the third one here is get better at trade management. And and obviously guys, I'll go through these steps as well too in my own trading career. So I'm not speaking at you. I've done these plenty of times as well too. And even trade management guys, you know, I get better and better and better at trading the systems I'm trading. So anyway guys, hope this helped you out. One, have a system that you 100% believe in. That is very, very simple, by the way. Not something that you just think is a good setup. Like, no, you know it works. Two, stop trying to be right in every single trade. If you know a system just works, your job is just to take it. If you just take every single one of those trades and you knew within inside your soul that this was going to work out long term, then because you've done the work, you've done the testing, you've done the back testing, you've done some live trading as well too, you've done all that sort of stuff, you know that works, then don't get involved with it. The only reason why people lose money in the market is because they don't follow these two rules. One, they don't have an absolute system that they 100% believe in inside their soul because they haven't done the work. Do the work. Spend the hours and hours and hours and hours and hours back testing. And then secondly, what stops them, they try to be right. They want to make money on every single trade because they want that big win, right? It's not like that. So anyway guys, have an amazing day.